Shalom, shalom, Israel. All praises. Seeing another Sabbath to be here with y'all. Sunday. I'm sorry, my bad. I guess that was a long day. Huh?
Hey, no, you was in the spirit because Bishop class yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
I seen a few heads explode over there. We
Right.
needed and at the leadership said we needed some baby wipes to clean it up.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Brothers was like, what? We walking through the sea again?
Right. Yeah, man.
All
That class was
praises
heavy.
Most High.
Heavy,
All
man.
praises.
Heavy. Yes, sir. Today's topic, what did I put? I forgot. Oh, this on there? Okay, yeah. Double-minded. All right, Israel. Today's topic, we're going into fighting for acceptance. All right, so that's the top of the class. We're fighting for acceptance.
Slash Joel Osteen and Kanye West. They in Houston today.
Right.
We going in on y'all. Shalom. We going in.
Pretty much.
Welcome to Houston.
Hey, our brother is man, he out there. You know what I'm saying? He's truly out there, and Lord willing, we can help make some sense of it today, because he lost. He's a lost people. You know what I'm saying? Our people are lost, and with the things that's set up by our oppressor, which is this entertainment system, all right, we seek their acceptance in everything, all right, and we go watch a couple videos dealing with our brother Kanye, and you see where his mind is just all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that first in what is it, Timothy's? A double-minded man. Thank you, James. Yes, sir. James 1:8. Yes, sir.
This is the book of James, chapter 1 and verse 8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
Let's say a double-minded man. So you have Kanye, all right? Our brother, we know he's in this entertainment industry, and it's a lot of witchcraft and evil goes on behind the scenes that people don't see. You know, we see what they present us with. You know what I'm saying? But all those things behind the scene, we don't know what goes on. You know, and there's a lot of wicked stuff goes on in the entertainment industry for us, music, movies, so on and so forth. You know, and those the things that they keep from the public eye. But we know it's a lot of wickedness goes on behind the scenes. It's a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. We see this brother go from making music, for his people. He's from Chicago. I forget the name of his first album, College Dropout, whatever. I forget.
Yes, sir, I think that's what it was.
Right. And he did the Jesus Walks, things of that nature. Now, of course, just bring it up to speed. He go from marrying Kim Kardashian, in that whole crazy household as well. A whole bunch of confusion to now co-signing Donald Trump, to saying what was the black one? Oh, with the TMZ, you got into it with the guy, I forget his name, on TMZ. He made the comment that we needed to go into slavery. How it went? Live?
No, he said slavery must have been voluntary for 400 years. We must have voluntarily did that.
Yeah, something like that. Like it was a choice, but we got the scriptures to prove that it wasn't a choice. It was because of our wickedness, our disobedience, that these things happened to us. It was prophesied,
Yes, sir. His exact words was, when you hear about slavery for 400 years, like Cap said, for the 400 years, for 400 years, that sounds like a choice.
He said it sounds like a choice. These other nations, they not go willfully go into captivity amongst us or under us. I say it like that, right? It's not a choice. It's something that's the Most High ordained. That the Most High put his hand on to move and orchestrate. All right. And Israel, we've been through so many captivities. He don't remember those things. All right.
Hey, Cap, can I bring this precept out real quick?
Go ahead.
In Mark 6:6, um, I'm gonna start at verse 5 real quick. It says, and he could there do no mighty work, save that he laid his hands upon a few sick folk and healed them. And he marveled because of their unbelief, and he went about the villages teaching, just showing how Christ looked at our people, and he was like, they crazy. They are
Right.
crazy. They are off, real off.
Right. Right.
He was seeing spirits like Kanye West as well, foreseeing spirits like that.
Right.
I heard somebody was saying he got so many spirits on him from all the men that his wife slept with.
Oh wow.
Truth right there.
Yeah, and her claim to fame was what, Ray J, I think, right?
Yes, sir. Ray J sex tape.
Right. But this you see this world is just wicked. It's just straight up wicked. You know what I'm saying? Let's play one of the videos. Just get a little mindset of Kanye. Play the Kanye West Born Again testimony. So I will bring you up to speed. An album drop, right? When an album drops, you have to promote it. You have to promote it. You have to promote the album. You know what I'm saying? So what he's doing, he's going on a Jesus is King tour, right? So he going around to different places, Chicago. I saw he was in Atlanta, so on and so forth. And he's doing a tour. This is supposed to be a gospel album, right? And I looked it up. He got certain songs on there. Say La. He got it's supposed to be a gospel album. You know what I'm saying?
So he's trying to tap into the Christian music,
Right, that
gospel,
right. Yes, sir.
yeah, right,
Gospel hip hop. Yeah.
right.
Right.
Trying to tap into that market because hip hop ain't working for him.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there's so many vast avenues that you can go down with this entertainment business.
Yes, sir. His last album he dropped last year tanked. It didn't
Oh,
do
really?
well. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So it might be a reason why he crossing over. You got to cross over. All right. Is that it? That's it? Let's play that. Yeah, let's play it. Just go listen to a little bit of his testimony.
Joel Osteen and them laughing right now.
Yeah, for real.
They like they can't get the video.
Damn. Oh man.
Praying for the tech team.
Yeah,
Set up
yeah. We
prayer
praying for the tech team. All right. All praises. We back, Israel. We see that didn't work. All right. Let's go to John. 1 John 2:15. 1 John 2:15. All these things that our people suffer from is the things of this world, the things we've been taught in slavery. We got a lot of videos we want to play, but we're suffering through the systematic system of slavery, right? What they've programmed us to be, athletes, entertainers, so on and so forth. That's what our people suffering from. Our brother Kanye is suffering from that, from slavery, like all of us are. All right, let's read that.
This is the book of 1 John chapter 2 and verse 15.
Yes, sir.
Verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
So these are key things that we're learning. If you love this world, the love of the Father, which is, 1 John 5:3, keeping the commandments, that's how you love God. That's your attributes and your actions of showing how you love him. Kanye was swear up and down, I love Jesus, I love God. You see his tour going on, Jesus is King tour, all this, his album, gospel album. Our people, and we go get that too in Isaiah 20, 28, 29, and 13. But
Yes, sir.
they love the world because we've been taught this is the way we should be. This is what works for us. You know what I'm saying? But we the salt of the earth. Everything comes from us. Everything, how this world moves is through us. You understand what I'm saying? Everything that we do, the world takes on us to be fashionable. You understand? So what Kanye is doing, he keeping the minds of our people destroyed. Why? One reason, because he's at Joel Osteen church today, having what he doing at 11? He having
like a testimony service where he sits down and talks with
right.
him.
He doing right. No scriptures at all. The Bible not even there.
Yeah, he gonna hold up Joel Osteen gonna hold up the Bible and then gonna tell him come get it off the stage from him.
Yeah.
Come get this thing for me.
Right. Yeah, something like that. So that's the mindset of our people. They love this world. All right, keep reading. Verse 16.
Verse 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world.
These things that the world has given us, the lust of our flesh, everything that we see from our enemies, we want it. All right? We desire these things because we think that's life. He just bought property. I forget where. I had another video for that, but I forget where he bought it at. But he bought a whole bunch of acres. All right? And, he's going to do certain things on. He go plant certain stuff, whatever. But when you think about it, his mind, if he was really in the scriptures, thinking of Zephaniah 2:1, thinking of gathering together and bringing his people back together, the nation of Israel, that would be for the nation of Israel. But that's not his mindset. His mindset is him. All right, is his perception on what he perceived God is and Christ and everything else dealing with spirituality. But he's not spiritual. You understand? You see this because you see his mindset, the double-mindedness of his mind, supporting Trump, which his whole propaganda of everything was make America great again. You understand what I'm saying? What does that mean? It's self-explanatory, really. These Negroes need to be back in their place. And he's supporting that. You see the mindset of that? It don't make sense.
And you know what's even crazier, Cap, is that Trump is not partial on his words against us.
Trump say the most dumbest stuff. This ignorant.
Yes, sir.
And the world, media, all these other people that's in his pocket, they gloss over it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They cover it up.
Right.
They make it like it's not a big thing,
Yes, sir. And he just support that. The same person that said blacks is thugs and rapists and murderers. He said to Hispanics, it's thugs and rapists
Right.
and murderers. And the brothers and sisters from the islands, he said they thugs and rapists and murderers, and we don't want them here.
That's why he don't want them in America.
And yet to apologize for the Central Park 5. Destroying young men's lives.
Right.
Yet to apologize for that.
Thugs,
And
rapists,
won't.
and murderers.
Right. This dude to say the whole bunch of ignorant things. You know what I'm saying? Like this land's not a America. This was given to the northern tribe of Israel. You know what I'm saying? This ain't your land. But yet we here, you have the possession of it, and yet,
Right. You know, when we look in these scriptures, we have to see things of old. We have to see the same things that Christ told us in the way that Christ told us to look at it.
right.
For example, let's go to Matthew 7:14 real quick. We all can't, like, majority of the people that watch our classes on Sundays, we basically all of our classes, whatever days we do them, came out of Christianity, and some of our people teetering on the fence line of Christianity. They just finding out that they Israel. They're not keeping no commandments yet, but they're growing and trying to get a grasp on what this truth is about. And in saying that, we have to understand something. Read what you got.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 7 and verse 14. Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way.
So what does that mean? Straight is a gate and narrow is the way. What does that mean to our people? Let's get the precept for it. Let's go to 2nd Ezra 7:14. All right, and we're gonna come back. We're gonna come right back to Matthew. Go ahead.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 7 and verse 14. If then they that live labor not to enter these straight and vain things, they can never receive those that are laid up for them.
You see that? Straight and vain things, meaning what? The strict, all right? Meaning the law, statutes, and commandments. They are not done away with, all right? Come on.
Verse 15. Now therefore, why disquietest thou thyself, seeing thou art but a corruptible man? And why art thou moved, whereas thou art but mortal?
You see that? So you got to understand something. The scriptures is to restrain us, all right? The scriptures is to restrain us. Now jump up to verse 7.
2nd Ezra, chapter 7 and verse 7. The entrance thereof is narrow.
You see that? Now it's going into that narrow, straight and narrow. Come on.
And is set in a dangerous place to fall.
That dangerous place is America. Sin.
Right.
Christianity. All right? Come on.
Like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water.
You see that? So you got to understand something. This place is full of trials and tribulations, and you got to imagine walking on a narrow path, and on one side is fire, so if you fall into it, you dead. And on the other side is strong water and current, that if you fall on that side, you drown, you dead. So that's why it's very important in these last days. Jump right back to Matthew 7:14, that our people realize something. Everybody crowding into Joel Osteen church, tickets being sold on Ticketmaster for $500 each, and so on and so forth. Packed
Bring it
house.
out.
They not coming in there to serve God.
Right.
They coming in there for a Christianized concert.
Right, a concert. There you go.
To see a celebrity. All right, come on.
The book of Matthew, chapter 7 and verse 14. Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life.
You see
and
that
few,
narrow is the way that leadeth to life, eternal life. Come on.
And few.
And who?
Few.
So that means that it ain't going to get the kingdom, you're not going to be following a multitude of people.
That's
All
right.
Come on.
And few there be that find it.
You see that? And few there be that find it. And that's exactly why when we teach the word, a lot of people are heretics, they gainsayers, they love coming against the word of God, thinking that they coming against men. All right? When we out teaching the gospel, it was not a multitude of people following Christ. The multitude of people was following the Pharisees and scribes.
Right.
You understand? The multitude of people was following being a Hellenist. All right?
Right.
Why you think that Christ was killed in the first place? Because he wasn't popular.
Right. Hey, Cap, and that's on point because this is like the true gospel of the Bible. People are not going to follow it. You know what I'm saying? It's not worldly accepted. It's not what the world teaches. What
Right.
did it say?
Commercial appeal.
Thank you. It's not commercial appeal. You know what I'm saying? This Bible ain't commercial book.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a book about law, statutes, commandments for Israel.
Right.
You know?
You got to imagine something. Let's deal with the commercialized part to show that this word ain't popular. You going against the nationality that they told you were in. All right?
Right.
You going against the nationality. The nationality they told you was a Negro, African American. All right? That's one slash against society. All right? They say that we are all Christians and we all must live a lawless life. When the scriptures say no, we must live a restricted life and we must study these scriptures. That's another X on society.
Right.
And what they teach us. Christ is all colors. He's an olive. He's a white man when you type him up on the internet. But according to the Bible, according to thus saith the Lord, he's a black man.
Right.
That's another slash on society. Christ only came for the 12 tribes of Israel, not all nations. That's another slash on society popularity.
Right.
So it's showing you to really come into this truth. And then that's another thing. The biggest thing that stop our people is, no, you can't just do whatever you want. You have to endure into the end and keep the commandments and the faith of the Messiah, the black Messiah. And the whole world just crumbles apart because what? They don't understand that what we doing is not a popularity contest. A lot of brothers and sisters that came in this truth, their families hate them. Their families don't want to hear nothing about this truth. They say they crazy. They say they in a cult, so on and so forth. When your mom, your dad, your pawpaw, your uncle, they in a damn cult.
Right.
Because they doing something. They can't even show anything in the scriptures why they do what they do. They isolate one precept to say that they can be wicked as hell. When we showing them 50 million precepts showing them, no, you have to humble yourself. No, you have to be obedient to these commandments. Let's finish on, because I'm just getting pissed right now. You know what I'm saying? Because the world does not uphold Christ in the true gospel.
Right.
That's
at
right.
all.
Or the world does not help or protect the true prophets of God. All right?
That's
The
right,
world
right.
is against the true prophets of God. The world hates us because we teaching everything contrary to what they say is in this Bible.
That's right.
Come on.
The book of Matthew chapter 7 and verse 15. Beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing.
You see that? That's Joel Osteen and his crew.
That's right.
All
That's
right?
true.
Joel Osteen, and among all these other, you got to say to yourself, what do you mean? How you know that's Joel Osteen and them? Read it again.
Beware of false prophets.
A false prophet will tell you to do something that God did not say to do.
Right.
Let's prove that real quick. Let's go to Deuteronomy 18. Deuteronomy 18. I think it's 18. Let's under the 18. Let me see.
18.
22. Let's see. Come on.
The-
Wait. Jump up.
Verse 18.
No. 20.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18 and verse 20. But the prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him to
Wait.
speak.
Jump up to just read 18.
Yes, sir. Deuteronomy chapter 18 and verse 18.
Come on.
I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren,
That's Christ.
like unto thee, and will put my words in his mouth.
That's Christ. The Lord was speaking to Moses. He said, I'm going to raise up a prophet like unto thee. And it ain't Joshua, you dumb Israelites that say it's Joshua. Joshua was standing right next to Moses at this time. You
That's
idiot.
right.
Come on.
And he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him.
Come
And
on.
it shall come to pass that whatsoever Whosoever will not hearken unto my words, which he shall speak in my name, I will require it of him.
Come on.
But the prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name,
You see that? Presume. You think he's speaking a word in his name. Come on.
which I have not commanded him to speak,
Come on.
or that shall speak in the name of other gods.
That's what they speaking in right now.
Right, right.
They speaking in the name of other gods. That's
Teach
not
you both.
right. White Jesus came for everybody. Basically the story that comes with white Jesus, our forefathers did not promote nor agree upon.
That's right.
They knew nothing about this Caesar Borgia that y'all follow today.
Right.
Come on.
Or that shall speak in the name of other gods, even that prophet shall die.
You see that? So that's showing you the judgment for lying on the Lord. Thou shalt
That's
not
right.
take the Lord's name, Lord thy God's name in vain. All right, come on.
And if thou say in thine heart, how shall we know the word which the Lord hath not spoken?
You see that? Because that's why I read that. Because when you look at Matthew 7:15, it says, beware of false prophets which shall come in sheep clothing. Right? That's letting you know that what? They're going to come and sneak in trick mode to try to beguile you into following them.
Right.
To try to deceive you. All right? That clothing. Come on.
When a prophet speaketh in the name of the Lord,
Uh-huh.
if the thing follow not,
You see that? The thing follow not. Because they say that all nations can be saved.
Right.
The God says no, only the 12 tribes of Israel can be saved.
Right.
Come on.
nor come to pass. That is the thing which the Lord hath not spoken, but the prophet hath spoken it presumptuously. Thou shalt not be afraid of him.
You see that? And that's what the majority of our people, go back to 7:15, Matthew 7:15.
The book of Matthew.
The majority of our people are afraid of these men. They think to themselves, surely God is with them because they say
Right.
they come in the name of God. Look at all these people that's following them.
Right. Look at all the things they have. The
Yeah.
Rolls Royces, the planes,
Right.
the
The
this and
blessings.
that.
God
Right.
is
The
with
blessings.
them. But no, God is the Most High is not dealing with these men because
Right.
if He was, it would be very few people following them.
That's it.
They would be talking about Christ was a black man that's coming to judge the earth.
Right.
These people, the doctrine that they pushing, Christ is gonna sit right next to the white man and ask permission to do certain things.
Wow.
That's not happening.
At all.
You know what I'm saying? Come on,
Mm-mm.
finish up right there.
Matthew chapter 7 and verse 15. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. Ye shall know them by their fruits.
You see that? You shall know them by their fruit. And I'm going to stop right there with that precept because when you look at the fruits of Christianity, what have they done? For anybody, I'm going to just tell you straight up, anybody that is claiming to be a Christian, you're walking as an accessory of a
right.
fugitives. You're following fugitives that have yet to be brought to justice.
Right.
If this was the Israelite edition of Israel's Most Wanted, the white man would be at the top of the list along with the other nations, and even our people being at the bottom of the list that's following him and accessory.
Right.
So that's why we trying to tell y'all following, y'all lead the way y'all going down. Y'all going after destruction. Y'all
That's
going
right.
down path of destruction.
That's right. Hey, go to Psalms 50 and 16 because Captain just hit on it. You know, that these nations, Joel Osteen, you know, and I told my mom this one day because she was saying my cousin was getting out of jail and he would go teach his first sermon and this, that, and the third. I'm like, what? And she mentioned Joel Osteen and he a messenger. I'm like, man, come on, stop it. These nations don't have nothing to do with the Bible.
Joe Osteen is a
Literally.
motivational speaker.
That's it.
FYI.
Right. That's all he is.
Messenger of death.
That's it. And like Cap brought, they deceiving our people, which deceiver mean what? Devil, right? And these devils, our own people, are these devils as well. Because they following alone. You know what I'm saying? They following our enemy. In Proverbs 3 and 31. All right, read that.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 50 and verse 16. But unto the wicked God saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?
So it says to the wicked. We know who the wicked is. Esau. All right, Malachi 1:1-4. But 4 is the point. At the end of the day, that's the wicked that the Most High is speaking about right here. That wicked that our people, through the power that's given in his hand right now, to make the image of the beast, to all these miracles, the atomic bomb, or whatever the case may be, all these different things that he did to put fear in the people, like kept bringing out. These the things that he's used, and we're following the wicked. The wicked don't have nothing to do with the Bible. You understand what I'm saying? Because they pervert God's words. They're false prophets. They're leading you to the path of destruction. All right, you can walk in hand with them to be put to death with the IBCM. IBCM? Yeah.
ICBM.
Thank you. IBCM. All right.
IBC Bank too. Go ahead. It's cool. All of them gonna be destroyed.
Everybody. Okay, so from there, go to Second Esdras. Second Esdras, 3:36. Just more proof that these nations don't have nothing to do with the Bible.
It's the book of Second Esdras, chapter 3 and verse 36.
And another thing with this Joel Osteen church, it's like it's some type of initiation or what's the word I'm looking for? I'm looking for a word, but Oprah done been to the church, Tyler Perry. It's like it's all publicity, all right? And it's helping support who? Joel Osteen, the white man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what's so heavy about what you're saying, Cat? I don't know if Israel really realizes it. Let me paint the picture for you. Esau is a so-called white man today. In the scriptures, he is damned.
Right.
So
right.
what he's doing, since he's over you, is deceiving you and leading you down a path of damnation with him.
Right.
So
right.
he's saying to himself, if I can't get the kingdom, if I have to be enslaved and afterwards destroyed, if I'm the only one that promised to God no mercy the Lord promised to, so I'm going to hell in a handbasket. Is that what they say?
Yep,
Yeah.
that's it.
They say, I'm taking you with me.
I'm taking as many that I can
understand?
take with me. Right.
I'm taking you with me.
Right.
It's just like when Esau go on these mass shootings, they whole mindset is a high body count.
Right.
That's-
right.
That's what Esau mindset is a high body count. How many souls he can take to damnation with him.
Right.
Yes, sir. It's almost as if he the gatekeeper, and he got to get, they got to get anointed by him.
Yeah, they getting anointed right for death. Right.
Yeah.
You got a quota? That's that 2/3 quota. Go ahead.
The book of Second Esdras, chapter 3 and verse 36. Thou shalt find that Israel by name had kept thy precepts, but not the heathen.
It say, thou shalt find that Israel by name had kept thy precepts. We just read that in Psalm yesterday, Judah. Israel. The word coming through Judah to reach and wake up the other tribes of Israel. Like, y'all don't understand that the heathen, it say, but not the heathen. The heathen don't have nothing to do with the Bible. When you read Deuteronomy 4, he gave them whatever you want to do in worship, do that. You want to worship yourself and your own deity that you set up, do that. You know what I'm saying? The Most High gave them to do whatever they want, but it's for them, not for us. We're here to accountability of not leading our people astray. All right? So let's just go into the music. I want to touch on the music thing because all this is an entertainment thing for Kanye, publicity, money, supporting his tour, his album, so on and so forth. That's all this is. All right? Read Psalms 137. 137 and let's see. All this is just publicity. It's all about the dollar bill. All right? Money, money, money. Psalm 137 and verse 3.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 137 and verse 3. For there they that carried us away captive required of us a song, and they that wasted us required of us mirth, saying, sing us one of the songs of Zion.
These nations, a.k.a. Esau, because he's the one in power, full power right now, and all the nations, like Bishop just went over, Syrian captivity, comparing it to Babylon. Like all these nations, that's why America just perfected this thing to where they saw all these other captivities and they got everything. How I want to say, everything down to a science. You know what I'm saying? They know how to maneuver and everything when it comes to us, how to keep us down. You know, so they required of us a song. Today, that's your entertainment. What Kanye West doing? This is all entertainment for them. All right, they don't want to hear the damn songs you sing. They don't want to. They just it's something to keep you occupied, but keep them entertained. You understand what I'm saying? So from there, let's go to what I want. Samuel's 1 Samuel's 16 and 23, because the music, everything that we do for us when we communicate, and music is a form of communication. All right, it's a form of communicating, and the thing that you're communicating to people can do what? It can either help you or hinder you or harm you. All right, the music that these entertainers are putting out is harming our people. It's putting spirits on our people. All right, and then when you have someone like Joel Osteen co-signing, you know what I'm saying? He going to his church, he co-signing, getting the white man's stamp of approval. That just even more destroys our people, right? Because they see that our people, they see that the white man, Esau, he putting a stamp on it. He's A-OK in it. You know what I'm saying? So he's showing, hey, that's right what you're doing.
Right. What's that? Theologian school. Anybody who ever been to theologian school? I haven't, but I've heard about a lot. I heard a lot about the curriculum. And the curriculum, the Bible is a very, 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 very small part of the curriculum. There's other books. All right? Think about it. When you go to college, they need the majority of money that they make out of you, or a portion of the money they make out of you, is you buying their books, their curriculum.
Right.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. $500 books. This book costs $1,300. This book costs, and you ain't passing the curriculum unless you got these books.
Pretty much.
Hey, Cap, and I'm sure Captain can attest to this. When you get your Pell Grant, you may get $1,500 for that semester. Some of it is going to go to your schooling, and the majority of it is going to go to your books, and you're going to be left with like $200 or $300 out of that Pell Grant. And it's a Pell Grant supposed to go for transportation, housing if needed, and to pay for your schooling. So a lot of times you don't get really what you need.
Right. And so you got to imagine, let's just say with that book has 300, I'll just make it simple, 100 different questions dealing with reading and comprehension. So in order to get your theologian degree, you have to master these books. You see what I'm saying? So now these books are in your mind correlated with God, and at the end, all you left with a big debt, a loan, and a theologian degree. So what you think you got to push now? Christianity.
And that's only happening because of people is destroyed. That's the only reason, because our people are destroyed. They fully just decay state of mind. Why? Because I don't want to be around my own people in Pookie and Ray learning. We have a drug infested environment. So therefore, Satan has transformed himself into an angel of light. So therefore, you think the condition that you living in is horrible. So therefore, you enroll your children into a Catholic school.
Right.
But you don't understand, you escaping from the fire and jumping into a boiling pot.
Yeah, for real.
You leaving from your environment of drugs and robbery of a people who are being destroyed, who've been preyed on, and saying, I'm going to take them from that. Now they being spiritually destroyed.
Right.
They are being spiritually destroyed.
No, I was going to say what we were talking about yesterday with the sister, is how the system Esau set up, man, with just the educational system for college and stuff. You know, like it's better junior college before you jump into, the big colleges, because the system that's set up, they go keep you in the remedial classes. That's what you say, right?
Yeah, the remedial classes
for like 2 or 3 years or whatever. That's money you spending. You know what I'm saying? Before you even get to, the actual,
what the cabinet is going into for is like college. Everything is systemic. Everything is systemized because and everything work off percentages
Right.
to where you go to public school. I don't care if it's HISD, DISD, CISD, any ISD. They know they're not equipping your children for college.
Right.
So therefore, when he get to college, the university is saying, you know what, we can make more money because 9 to 10 they're gonna be in college for 5 years because they first year they're gonna take remedial courses because the HISD have not prepped them or educated them academically for college. So therefore, when they get to college English,
Right.
college algebra, things like that, they not gonna be prepared for.
Right.
Because in HISDs and things like that, public school, they just trying to help prepare you for a standardized test.
That's it. The task or whatever the hell the name of the test is, that's all they pushing you for. That's their whole mindset is to pass these certain tests that state given, so on and so forth.
Right.
That's it. It's not literally getting you prepared for college or the things to come.
Right. And that's the thing is we trying to show you that it's a system to prey on the poor.
Right.
That's
right.
why when you read Proverbs 29 and 3, it say when the wicked is in control, the people mourn. Who are the people going to mourn? The poor, the needy. And that's who the rich take advantage of. And that's
Right.
that's how you know this world is wicked.
Right. Right.
This is not the United States of America, of a country. No, this is a corporation.
Right. Right.
Bank of America, literally.
Right.
So the thing is, what our people have to understand when we send our children into these schools, they are being programmed, and we talking about commercial appeal. Christ, the black Messiah, is not marketable to a white society.
Right.
It's not, and the captain is going into music. Just think about in the 60s, black music wasn't marketable to white society.
Right.
That's why you had the Beach Boys. You had what's his name?
Elvis.
Elvis. He was using a lot of
Yeah,
black
dude
material.
stole
He was
every
using a
damn
lot of
thing.
Judite material just
Right.
to market appeal. They couldn't put a black face on album covers, just
Yep.
like they can't give you a white society a black Christ.
Right.
That's what the mark of the beast is, because if you say Christ is black, white society is not going their spirit is not going to bear witness to that.
At all.
How you going to talk about white supremacists and Christ is black?
Right.
Because you got to understand at that time they manipulated their own people as well. And that's why in the last time the Gentile going to say we have inherited lies, because the truth will come out.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, Captain Iramah, you so on point when you say that, because it was just revealed on social media that the man that trained Elvis was a black man. He sounded just, Elvis got his sound from him. It was a black man. He had been on talk shows, the late night talk shows in the 80s, and they were showing he performed the songs. He
Right.
said, I wrote those songs for him, and I showed him how to perform them.
Yeah, these are some thieves.
Exactly. I feel you.
Little
on it,
Richard,
Cap.
that's what I was talking about. Little Richard,
Little
he-
Richard, yeah.
he had to speed his songs up so Esau won't duplicate it and make money off of him. So Esau is just a hypocrite. Everything he do and say that we are guilty of, he already done it. He been plagiarizing. He been stealing. Go ahead, Cap.
Right. That's why the scripture say Jacob is a former of all things.
That's right.
You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
Hey, read that real quick, and we go watch this video dealing with Kanye.
Post that article first, officer.
Oh, read that right quick. Psalms. I mean, it's not
1
Psalms.
Samuel 16:23.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 16 and verse 23. And it came to pass, when the evil spirit from God was upon Saul, that David took an harp and played with his hand. So Saul was refreshed and was well, and the evil spirit departed from him.
So it's just showing you that music can be a help or a hindrance to our people. You know what I'm saying? The things that they put out today in this society through Esau's, because the albums and all this stuff, the Amalek, the people that's behind all that, they the ones that pick the songs and so on and so forth. They the ones that want to put, they the ones that put the perception or the
Right.
what they want to put out there for the people to, grasp on to. All right. So read that. Play that order.
something real quick. That verse is showing you that music can put a spirit on you and it can take a spirit off of you.
Right.
So now we got to be mindful what the music that we are allowing in our children's head and what we are listening to. Is that spirit helping you or hurting you? We have high abortion rates. We have high diseases, a high murder rate, high violence, all high prison rates, all these type of things, and that's what we rap about. So is music helping us or is it for us? I mean, it's against us.
Right.
These are things that the Bible is telling you right here what music can do.
Yep. It's all about what you implanting, what you soaking in, what you taking in, because the things you taking in is programming your mind as well.
Right. That's why the scriptures say in 1 Corinthians 15:33, evil communication corrupt good minds.
That's right.
So if you listen to rape, rob, and murder in your mind, you're going to execute rape, rob, and murder.
Right.
It's going to be natural to you.
And that's what Kanye West have to do. He got to confess the wrongs that he done to our people.
Right.
That's what this Bible is about. Like Captain brought out earlier about, the Bible is about restrictions and about acknowledging your sins. But all the music that you put out, you have to acknowledge that the evil spirit that you put on us.
Right.
And also you got to understand that Amalek is not the real Jews, because they are the one that co-signed this music to even go out into the world.
Right.
Yes, sir.
They don't want to co-sign that music. They don't
Yes,
want to say,
sir.
don't play that, play this,
Right.
to destroy the people.
That's right.
They not
That's
the
right.
real Jews. They can't be the real Jews just because they mindset.
Right.
Yeah, they want to keep us docile, just like before to today. They don't want no uprising. You know what I'm saying? They don't want another Nat Turner today. But that's gone. The Israelites back, and we rising up. That's right. Let's read the article.
Yes, sir. It's 600,000 stolen from Joel Osteen's Lakewood Church offering. even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies.
Wait, stop. That's why Christ said it will be many Christs, false prophets that will arise. The mark of the beast, the white image of Christ, sigil Boshir. That's a false prophet.
Right.
And when that false prophet, it comes with something else. So you can't just say, like the bishop brought out yesterday, what's the difference between a white image of Christ and a black image of Christ? Yet it is a total difference because they both come with a teaching.
Right.
Read that part again. Even as there should be false what?
Yes, sir. Even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies.
Right. Them teacher comes with teachings. They come with doctrines.
Right. That's it.
That
right.
God love everybody.
Come with philosophy. They come with culture. They come with lies.
Right.
A whole bunch of lies.
And them doctrines comes along with what it say in who privately shall bring in damnation and heresies. Go ahead.
Even denying the Lord that brought them,
Mm-hmm.
and bring upon themselves swift destruction.
And that's what you don't understand. When you follow these people doctrines and philosophies in the way of life, you're leading yourself into destruction. Esau is damned already. So
Right.
anything that you follow him in doing and y'all in agreements on, you're leading yourself into destruction.
That's right.
Christianity is destruction. Mormonism is destruction. Seventh-day Adventist is destruction. Any denomination and non-denomination that's not of this Bible is destruction. Just plain and simple. I don't care who you bring in there. Kanye West, he just has destroyed everybody else. He needs to come there and learn. Not come in there and perform. You need to come in there and learn and be taught all over again. That's the goal.
That's the truth.
Anybody who come in that church and Kanye West sit in the front, you should feel ashamed. You should feel disrespected. Because Kanye West is not going to come in here and sit on this leadership table. You're gonna sit in the body and be taught.
Right.
You'll
Right.
be
Right.
searched too when you come through. 'Cause
That's
we know
right.
you crazy.
Go ahead.
Verse 2, and many shall follow their pernicious ways.
Destructive ways. It's destructive according to this Bible because they are not teaching the Bible. They're not teaching to keep the commandments and repent and be born again. Go ahead.
By reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of.
Go ahead.
And
That's
through
self-explanatory.
covetousness shall they with feigned words make merchandise of you.
You see that? Not sincere. Feigned word is not sincere, and they're gonna make merchandise of you. That's why the tickets are $500.
Right.
When they sit down, they're gonna divide that pot.
Pretty much.
They're gonna divide it evenly.
He could be back in that vault with Joe.
Right.
Up the money.
Just finish reading it.
Make merchandise of you, whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not, and their damnation slumbereth not. For if God spared...
Hey, you know what's heavy? Well, like you said, hey, if he come in here, he ain't sitting at the leadership table. He gonna be searched, and guess what? His wife can't come. Does that? Go to Luke.
Like,
16.
that's my baby.
Right. Go to Luke 16:15. And nor can his stepdad come in, or it. Does that?
The book of Luke chapter 16 and verse 15. And he said unto them, ye are they which justify yourselves before men.
You see that? He
But-
said, you justify yourselves before men. Come on.
But God knoweth your hearts. For that which is highly esteemed among men is abomination in the sight of God.
You see that? So it's not Joel Osteen and Kanye West highly esteemed among men.
Right.
The Lord said they are an abomination to the Lord. You understand?
And the Most High say, I've chosen the base things of this world to confound the mighty, the wise, so-called wise in this world. You understand? That's us. All right? The ones that looked at, they ain't nobody, they ain't nothing. Oh, no, we the prophets. You know, and we prophesying that destruction coming to America. And that's what's supposed to be in your songs. You know what I'm saying? That's another topic to touch on. All these things y'all singing, you're not giving no praise to the Most High with your music. You know?
And the congregation the whole congregation has to examine themselves. Because it's the lust of the world that make you
That's right,
like
right.
Kanye West.
Right.
Not because of what he did for the Most High God.
At all. It's a whole bunch of men pleasing. There's just so many things you can go into with just this whole scenario with Kanye West and Joel Osteen with this damn tour he going over, so on and so forth. So Israel, pray y'all got something from the class. I pray y'all continue to follow us. Remember to go to the website, rate, like, comment, share it with your friends and family. Remember the Booster Club, as we brought out earlier. We got to support them. You know what I'm saying? We got to support our leaders, the bishops, deacons, captains, officers that's going to these countries to wake up the lost sheep of the house of Israel. All right? Become a member. Donate. All right? Remember to go to podcast as well. Rate, like, comment on that as well. Remember to go to the original royalty, to OR, to buy everything we have on there. Posters, the calendar, apocryphers, Bibles, clothing, so on and so forth. All those funds go back to help the nation. All right, Israel. So with that, we say shalom. Most High in Christ bless y'all.
Shalom.
Shalom, Israel.
We are gods, we are kings, we march in faith, cause we believe we can change the world to what it needs, stand against our enemies, cause we can. Yeah, can't nothing ever stop us. Take one and another will rise up. We'll endure until we reach the end. We are gods, we are kings, demanding change, cause we believe we can.
Get a CD to Kanye.
For real, huh? So how?
We are gods, we are